The film opens with Akash Oberoi, the owner of a mixed martial arts league, receiving advice from his father to bring in an Indian wrestler by the name Sultan Ali Khan in an attempt to improve the league's popularity. Sultan, a former wrestling champion, resides in a small town of Haryana. He lives in a very lonely and miserable life. When Akash visits him one day to make an offer, he declines and claims to have given up on wrestling. Akash approaches Sultan's close friend Govind to find out why Sultan retired, and Govind tells Akash the story of how Sultan's career first began. 8 years ago, Sultan had a crush on Arfa, a state-level champion who happens to be the daughter of a local wrestling coach. Arfa accepted Sultan as a friend despite her initial coldness towards him. Some days later he started referring to her as his girlfriend. She turned him down, saying she wanted to marry a professional wrestler just like her. From that day Sultan put a lot of effort into training because he was determined to earn her respect. In the end, he won both state-level wrestling competition and Arfa's heart. The couple got married, rose to fame as professional wrestlers, and started competing internationally, representing India in the Asian and Commonwealth Games. When the two were announced as selected wrestlers for the Olympic Games, Arfa discovered that she was pregnant. This made her to give up her childhood ambition of becoming the first Indian to win an Olympic gold medal, which was then fulfilled by Sultan. Sultan's achievements made him arrogant, and he acted rudely during a press conference. Sultan left to win another international wrestling championship, despite Arfa informing him that she was getting close to her delivery date. When he returned, he was horrified to learn that his newborn baby had passed away from extreme anemia. The infant lacked a donor because he had Sultan's rare O-negative blood type. Outraged, Arfa made the decision to move in with her father and abandon Sultan. Depressed from losing his wife and child, Sultan began to fundraise to open a blood bank in Haryana. Back in the present, Akash approaches Sultan and makes a promise that the money he wins from the competition will help him achieve his goal of starting a blood bank. Sultan accepts the offer, but he's unfit and lost his body strength. He goes to Delhi, where Akash introduces him to Fateh Singh, a coach of freestyle mixed martial arts. After 2 months of training with the former international champion Fateh, Sultan learns how to wrestle freestyle and regains his body. Although he initially struggles in his first fight, Sultan defeats the opponent using his own iconic wrestling style. After winning a string of games, he quickly becomes a national celebrity once more and gains Arfa's support in the process. Sultan wins in the semi-final round, however. He is severely injured and needs to be hospitalized. The doctor informs Akash that Sultan should not fight again because his injuries are life-threatening. Arfa arrives at the hospital room and reconciles with Sultan, encouraging him to continue fighting. During the final match, Sultan overcomes his pain to defeat his opponent and eventually wins the competition. After reuniting with his wife, Sultan uses his prize money to establish a blood bank,